To ensure the expansion of Ahmad Style Syndrome Berhad occurs sustainably, Ahmad should adopt a phased and well-researched approach while maintaining financial discipline and operational integrity. First, instead of opening 2 outlets at the same time, Ahmad could begin with 1 outlet in Kuala Lumpur. This allows him to assess market demand and operational readiness before expanding to Penang, which helps to reduce financial risk. Second, the introduction of the women's clothing line should be supported by thorough market research. This is important to ensure that the new product aligns with current fashion trends and consumer preferences. Third, Ahmad should strengthen his digital marketing strategy through social media, search engine optimization, and collaborations with influencers. This can help enhance brand visibility at a lower cost compared to physical expansion. Next, part of the bank loan should be allocated to improve internal controls. This includes implementing inventory management software, installing CCTV systems in storage areas and cashier counters, and providing staff training on accountability and ethical practices. Finally, by ensuring accurate financial records and integrating sustainability principles into long-term objectives, Ahmad can build trust with banks and stakeholders while upholding the values of trust and integrity that support the success of the business.
For this slide, I would like to explain the issue related to the inventory. The first issue is premature recognition of inventory, where inventory was recorded before it was actually received from the supplier. This caused inventory, total asset and profit to appear higher than they really were, giving an inaccurate picture of the company's financial position. Next, missing inventory worth RM8,000 was not recorded. As a result, inventory and retained earnings were overstated while losses were understated, making the financial statement misleading. Apart from that, there was outdated inventory worth RM12,000 that was not written down to its net realizable value. This led to overstated inventory and profit and gave a misleading view of the company's financial performance. First, defective goods that had been already returned to the supplier were still recorded as inventory. This overstated asset and did not reflect the company's actual financial position. Second, consignment goods were incorrectly treated as company inventory even though ownership remained with the supplier. This overstated inventory and could mislead bank and also the investor. There was also an unrecorded cash shortage of RM3,600, which caused cash balance and profit to be overstated. And finally, one staff member handled all inventory related to duties without a proper monitoring. It will increase the risk of errors and fraud. For my final slide, the main issue is related to the cash management. The cash was only banked weekly and kept in an unlocked drawer, which increased the risk of theft and inaccurate cash reporting. In addition, bank reconciliation practices were weak, including an unsupported deposit of RM5,200 and the same person handling both cash and bank reconciliation. This makes the reported cash balance unreliable and could mislead users about the company's liquidity and solvency.
In this slide, I will explain the main business risk Ahmad should evaluate before expanding his business. This risk can be divided into 4 main areas, which is operational, financial, ethical, and market risk. The most critical risk faced by Ahmad is operational and internal control risk. Currently, there is no segregation of duties where one staff member handles cash, issue receipt, and prepare sale records. This creates a high risk of fraud and errors going undetected. If Ahmad expands to multiple locations, this risk will increase Because he cannot monitor
Next
our
is
outlet
financial and
reporting risks. Ahmad's financial statement do not reflect the true financial position of the business. Inventory is overstated, obsolete stock with worth 5,000 ringgit Indonesia is not written down, and bank reconciliation are not updated. This can mislead the bank and may result in loan rejection or serious cash flow problem after expansion. Ahmad also faced ethical and reputation risks as a business based on barakah and amanah. Presenting misleading financial information contradicts this value. Ignoring missing cash and inflated inventory can damage trust with employee and financial institution, and also may encourage unethical behavior within the organization. Finally, there are market and strategic risks. Ahmad plans to expand rapidly while internal systems are still weak. Introducing a new movement shirt requires strong inventory management, but he is already facing obsolete stock issue. Other than that, high rental costs in Kuala Lumpur may turn new outlet into sources of loss rather than profit. In conclusion, Ahmad should address this risk first before expanding to ensure sustainable and ethical business growth.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Ani Sofia binti Shahrudin, and today I would like to explain about question 4. For this question, I want to explain how good governance and internal control actually help Ahmad strengthen his expansion plan. First of all, good governance help to build trust, especially with the bank. When Ahmad show clear, accurate and honest financial record, the bank will feel more confident to approve the loan. It shows that Ahmad is serious and capable of managing a bigger business. Secondly, strong internal control help to reduce problem and losses. Things like proper inventory checks, separation of duties, and better cash handling can prevent theft, mistake, and fraud. This is very important because once the business expands, the risk also become bigger. Next, good governance help ensure smooth and sustainable growth. When there are clear system and control, Ahmad can manage new outlet more easily without losing control. Expansion become more organized instead of chaotic. Besides that, internal control also improve decision making. When the financial data is accurate, Ahmad can make better decision based on real number, not inflated inventory or missing cash. This help avoid overexpansion and future financial problems. Most importantly, good governance reflect amanah and taqwa. Inventory and cash are not just business asset, but a trust from Allah. By being honest and transparent, Ahmad protect his business and gain barakah in the long run. So, in conclusion, good governance and internal control help Ahmad expand his business in a way that is ethical, sustainable and trustworthy.
Okay, on this slide, I will explain the ethical dilemma by Ahmad and his response based on adab and religious value. Ahmad is confronted with fact of ethical choices of honesty, trust and accountability. The reason is that Ahmad has to make a decision whether to acquire the missing inventory, obsolete fabric and defective, or consumer stock. The fact that it will decrease the profit and undermine his loan application. Additionally, Ahmad is in the dilemma of neglecting or postponing the realization of cash deficit to prevent raising a red flag before the bank goes through it. This scenario causes a tension between business objective in the short run and moral duty of the long run, which is taqwa based on the religious value and the idea of adab. Islam is strict on the fact that wealth and resources are amanah bestowed by Allah, and misrepresentation of any kind is dishonesty. Adab also involves discipline of the soul, that is to say, Ahmad must do the right thing even nobody is watching, because Allah will always observe all the action we will take. As such, he ought to rectify the financial record as soon as possible, accept loss, tighten internal control, and give integrity more priority than expected growth. This might slow growth down, but it does not hurt barakah or long-term trust. Next slide is about, if I was Ahmad, what would I do? Given that Ahmad is in my position, I would decided to practice the virtue of honesty and amanah to fix all the inventory and cash account as soon as possible. I will acquire the missing stock, acquire the obsolete inventory to net realizable value, and offload the consignment and return goods through the company-owned inventory. I will also inquire into the cash shortage accordingly and introduced more stringent internal control like segregation of duties, frequent bank reconciliation, and better security control. This choice may cut profit and slow down the process of bank loan, but in my opinion, sustainable success is achieved due to integrity and trust. Being honest is also in the line of adab and taqwa, and the growth of the business will be blessed and fair. In the long run, there will be an increase in credibility of a company in the eyes of bank employees and customer through the transparent reporting of financial statement.
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Muhammad Nafal Aiman bin Asmawi, and I will be presenting my answer for question 7 and question 8 based on Ahmad case. Okay, for the question 7, the question is, how does fear of God taqwa influence ethical business decision in this case? Okay, the fear of God taqwa plays an important role in influencing Ahmad's ethical business decision. Taqwa brings strong inner self-control and guides him to act ethically, not just because of law or business pressure, but because he is accountable to Allah. It reminds Ahmad that every business action is a trust. Because of taqwa, he understands that overstating inventory, ignoring missing cash, or delaying adjustment to improve financial statement are dishonest action, known as a khianah. Although such action may increase profit in the short term, taqwa prevents Ahmad from choosing money over moral responsibility. It encourages honesty, transparency, and justice even when correcting mistake may reduce profit. Okay, for the question 8 is, what would you feel if I were Ahmad? Pressured by business goals but aware of moral consequence. Okay, if I were Ahmad, I would feel confused, stressed, and emotionally pressured. On one hand, I would feel excited about growing the business and achieving long-term success. On the other hand, discovering inaccurate record and weak control system would make me worried and frustrated. I would feel pressure to obtain a bank loan quickly, but at the same time, I would feel guilty about providing misleading information. Most importantly, I would feel responsible to God for my action. Although being honest may cause short-term difficulties, it would bring peace of mind and protect the business from future problems. That's all from me. Thank you.